Okay. I hit the button, and I really hope I don't start playing. Ugh, it's so dark. I wish this room was brighter. Alright. We're kicked up. And my phone's a-buzzing. I got my bots. I got my phone here, which is actually a light source for me right now. Turn that music down a little bit, because that's loud in my ear! And I'll give folks a little bit to come check in. Yep, my Discord did the thingy-ma-bob. Alright, everything should be good. What's up, Shmon? What's up, Dark? Dark, you were so close to first. You were so close to first. Welcome to the hand stream. It was comparable, too. It could have been the difference of just a little internet. Yo, hand stream. Oh, I gotta trim my nails already. I trimmed them before. And they just grow so fast, which is like a good thing. It means you're healthy, but it's a pain in the butt because I don't like my nails long. I typed without clicking on the chat box. You're going so fast. Let's hit that Megalovania. Oh wait, that's a little quiet compared to the music. Hold on. Let me turn the music down. I'm glad you were here to test that. What's up, Error? All right, that should be a little better. Oh, this is on you guys. You guys get to hear that. New Super Hello, Anisu. Hello. Hey, Cake King. We'll wait for more people. Yep. The new points redeem is there. I haven't like programmed.
I'm back in the fucking building again.
I haven't programmed like anything for it yet, so it's just gonna be a really heavy honor system, but it'll be kind of funny. But hello, everybody. I had a really freaking good time yesterday. And, oh, the head pats aren't gonna do anything for me, but I'll pat my head for you. I just realized that doesn't work without the model. You get the real one. I just pat my head IRL. Yeah, I am very tired. I'm so glad I set my alarm for the Solar Saturday stream today because I really would have slept through it. So I was like, I'm just gonna do my stream now. Because I'm like, I'm probably gonna go take a nap after this. Because I'm really tired. What's up, Sleepy? This thing also needs to get washed. I don't like how dirty it is. No, it was really good. It was really freaking good. I didn't even notice, but the alarm I set last night was Leroy Jenkins, so I woke up to Leroy Jenkins in my ear. And that was agony. It was really funny. But I had a really good time, so I figured I would start with the haul of things, and then I would tell the stories, because I feel like show and tell is exciting. So these aren't necessarily, I'm gonna try to do them in some order, but they're not really gonna be in any order. Why is there a new redeem event with dabs that don't drink water here, but I got some Sprite in the fridge? You know, I mean, we'll take whatever we can get. If you can drink something that is not poison, we'll live. Yes, no, seriously, Universal was... I am not joking when I say this is probably one of the best park experiences I've had. Now, I was a very lucky kid. I mean, I grew up, for the most part, in Florida. So my parents took us to Disney World more times than a lot of kids can say. So, and not like a ton. Now, I gotta go eventually. I seriously recommend. It is worth the money. Yes, you will spend more money there, but it is honestly, like, tickets alone were worth it. I didn't pay for them, but because it was like a gift from my job, but I have taken that as, oh, this is good. I will go back with my own money. And it was just it was literally epic. Like they weren't lying. But I hate not going when I had the best opportunity since I used to live literally 5 minutes from the park. Gosh. They're about a couple hours or so from me, give or take. And depending on traffic. So, you know, the dorm's by there, but that's where I was for school. Oh, I kinda. I should say kinda. But yeah, no, it was really good. It was really good. I'm very sleepy though. Oh, so it's really hot in here. Hold on. I need to kick up the AC. I'm sorry. It's gonna be a little loud with the AC, but I'm hot. So it's gonna have to do. I also feel like I need to sneeze. But yeah, we'll start with Hall. I will say just off the bat, would go again, 10 out of 10. Very good park. It was epic. It was so much fun. So yeah, I'll start out with, so this was what I bought in advance. This was the Peach Power-Up Band. My gift to the coworkers that I went with was I got them their own Power-Up Band. So one of them got Daisy, one of them got Donkey Kong, and I had got Peach. I felt a little bad because I thought about it, and I think one of my coworkers wanted Peach. But because I had said, oh yeah, I kind of want the Peach one, I think she didn't want to copy me, and I was like, ah, man, she could have done that. She could have copied it. Typing on mobile is so much worse than keyboard. Took me forever to convince autocorrect Schmon was a real word. Seriously. But yeah, so these are really cool. They're kind of like slap bracelet, but they don't like, I wouldn't slap them necessarily. But you just go hoa boop, and then you put this one on first. And then you just tuck it in. Now these, I'm not gonna lie, they're not cheap, but they're cheaper than the wizard ones, if you want to go to the Harry Potter world. They're cheaper than that, and you can reuse them. I will say I noticed some kids had some trouble, like, getting them to stay on, and, I mean, you gotta work with the strap a little bit, but the other thing is you don't hit this on the block, you just punch the block with your fist. And the sensor is large enough that it'll know. But yeah, it's super cute. But I was on a mission when I got there. Because I had heard that there was, for the 1-year anniversary, there was the gold Mario Band, which I really wanted when Hollywood and Japan got it. And I was just waiting till Orlando had their park. Anyways, the year anniversary of this park opening was last month. It was May 22nd. And sure enough, they still had anniversary merch. And so I managed to snag the gold band. And so this one, the Peach one, and all of them except for this one, are $45. Now you can use them in other parks. They also are amiibo. So you can tap this on your Switch, and it will pretend it's a Peach amiibo, which is really cool. And you can use them in the Japan and the Hollywood parks. You just have to have that app to sync your points with, because each park has its own system. But I did manage to get the gold Mario Band, and I was so happy. This one was $5 more, so this was $50. But yeah. And I mean, the QR code is assigned to me, but this one acts as Mario, so it tells you which one it is. It says Super Nintendo World. Yeah, it's funny because if it's upside down, I'm like, it's the Wario Band! So now at this point, I will probably unsync this one from my app and either give it to Sunday or my sister or someone who I think might be going soon. Because Sunday actually also lives in Florida. So, Cold Warrior, I managed to get the band, and I'm so happy. I really, really wanted it. So I used this one for most of the day. I had already had this one, and what happened was I didn't want to go back to the car and put it back, so I wrapped this around I was wearing a fanny pack, so I wrapped this around that, because my fanny pack was full. And it was funny because this actually started collecting stuff because I was in the vicinity when I went on rides. So that was fun. So this was something I had gotten in advance. This is something I got there. So I'm very happy because I really, really, really wanted one of these. Also, what's up, Celeste? Theme Park Fanny Pack Club! Seriously! Fanny packs, I am not joking. I don't care how silly people... They really don't look that bad. Fanny packs are slay. They are the best for going to theme parks, because backpacks, you have to take them on and off. You do a shoulder bag, it's like kind of awkward to get off. Fanny pack, a lot of rides will let you just wear them on the ride. You just have to like lift them. They will tell you, you know, if you have to take them off or whatever. You should move to Florida, Sleepy. Yeah, fanny packs are cool, and Universal had these gorgeous fanny packs. Our Epic Universes, they were so nice looking. If I didn't already have one, I would have bought one. So I got the power-up band. I'm very happy about that. I will have stories. I will tell stories after show and tell, so I'm gonna do my show and tell first. Let's see. So, this that I got... if you know of the collection, I have an unhealthily large collection of Universal fanny packs. There is no judgment here. So this strap goes with something, but I took it off of the strap. So this like shoulder strap thing is so cool. And if I got the other version, this would have been blue instead of yellow. And it took me a minute to decide. But this thing is like a strap for this that I'm actually using as my hydrate cup today. This is so cute. And I'm also gonna tell you like the prices of everything. So 50, 45. This was $33.99, I believe. Going off of memory, I should also say. But this is a refillable drink cup thing. It doesn't take a lot of drink, but it is adorable. And the convenience alone is great. So, it's a nice guy home from work, might stream later. I definitely want to be here. The strapping thing was nice. I had to loosen it up all the way because it was a little tight. Like, it just had it, like, up to my face, essentially. But, you know, it's got a straw. The way it opens is adorable. So, you, like, unscrew it, and then you pull the top off, and it, like, takes the straw out, whatever. And it's just a long mushroom, like, it's cursed! Sorry, it's a little condensate-y. It's cursed. What was my favorite ride? I am really torn on that one. Because honestly, every ride had something that I loved about it that made it exclusively better than another one for that reason. So, at least with my stories, I'll be able to say, in terms of like, what's with the foreskin? But it's like, the park was amazing. Everything was amazing. I got this cup when we went to the cafe. That park is just amazing. So then you screw it right in and bada bing bada boom. And I didn't really use like the freestyle machines. I genuinely just was filling water because I didn't do very good hydrating myself yesterday. So this was my water cup for the day. And the water bottle refilling stations, the water tasted great. What's up, Riley? So anyways, I might turn this into my gym water bottle. I don't know yet because I just love it. Did you and Celeste run into each other? No, we did not. I'm watching Lupin, but I can multitask. Hey! So this was $33.99. I don't know if it included refills. I saw freestyle machines, but I only used one for water. I didn't know how they worked, like in terms of how do they confirm that you're not just bringing a water bottle and filling it with soda. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But either way, $33.99 for the cup. It's reusable. It's amazing. So what else did I get? Okay. This was something I got for everybody. QR code at the bottom of Freestyle. So, that's what it is. Okay, I was like, I knew there was some way, because they have to be able to verify it. That makes sense. So this was something, while we were there, I got this as a gift for, my coworkers and I just got us all the matching one. This was $10, and then of course, you know, taxes and fees. So, if you want to see, it's $10. It gets scans when you put it in the machine, and it'll let you get the soda. Otherwise, it's cold water only. Seriously, like, the water was great. So yeah, I got this new pin, which I'm very excited for. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I thought about putting it on this, but, like, I'm very, like, aggressively taking this on and off, and I don't want to rip the pin off. I hung out with my father, forgot to ask to go to his place so I could stream myself, playing M&M's Karts Racing potentially near the end of the month. Oh, that's nice, though. You got to hang out, though. I remember we had M&M's Kart Racing, and I never played it. So anyways, I got this, but I got matching ones for my coworkers as well. This was actually a gift from one of my coworkers, because she just wanted to get me a gift, and she was being really nice. She got me the Chef Toad keychain, and it also says Super Nintendo World on it, which is super cool. I didn't buy this, but if you are looking to buy it, it is $13. I actually almost bought him. And I was like, you know, whatever. And then she got it for me. And I was really nice. She probably got it while I was suffering. There was one point where I was suffering in the park. Not by the park's fault, by my own fault. And I think she got it while I was suffering. But he's so cute! Like, look at him! I love Chef Toad. Chef Toad is... It's hard to pick, because I actually do like toads. I like almost every toad that's not a generic toad. So, yeah. These I did not buy, but they came with the meals that we got. And I wanted to put them in my planters. So this was from, my friend got the kids Mario meal, and this was in like the corn on the cob. And I washed them already. This was in the Bowser's Fireball Challenge, and then this was, my friend got the Luigi burger, which is like a chicken burger. So I was gonna put them in my plants. He's just a little guy. Then so I was torn, because they still had the Mario Galaxy Luma shoulder pals. But I don't know why. I really liked them when I saw the pictures, but in person I was like, eh. Like, I wasn't really sold by them. But I was sold... Hi, Zombie! It's Hans! I was sold by this guy. Because I love Pink Yoshi. And he is a shoulder pal! So you put this... I'm not really going to be able to show it. This shirt is terrible for this anyways. What's up, Silver? This shoulder pal... you just put it, like, under the sleeve of your shirt, and it rests on your shoulder, and then he'll just magnet on it. And he's just a little guy! And he's so cute! And I love him! Unfortunately, I can't remember how much he was. I do just remember now that I threw out his tag! Messi got the huge pink Yoshi at Epic. I still don't know how she got it on the plane. I wanted the giant Yoshi so bad. It makes me view the rules every time I come in here. Why? Why is it like that? Can I have the pink Yoshi? Here. It's gonna give you a kiss. Mwah! But yeah, so this is really cool. They had like different colored Yoshis, but I always liked the pink Yoshi because it was my favorite color to get in Sunshine. Yeah, they're so cute. They had a bunch of, like, different things for the different characters that will sit on your shoulder. They had the Lumas, but they were, like, the movie Lumas, and I'm just, like, I think they still look cute, but this was just, I just was sold by these guys. So, I got that pin, all that good stuff, and then, this is something I spent a hot minute in the store trying to pick, because I knew I wanted one, but I didn't know what style / design / whatever that I wanted. Yeah, the other thing is the Luma shoulder pals were more expensive. They do light up and talk, but like, yeah, they're more expensive. I think they were $40, but like tax and everything. This guy I think was like, what was he, 25 or something? I don't know. And you know, it's park prices. I know things are going to be more expensive for no reason at a park, but like $40 was a little much. Like black, white, and pink Yoshis. Yes. Yeah, if it was a plain plush at a normal price, I'd be all for that. Red Yoshis are cool. So this was something I sat deciding, and eventually my coworkers were like, no, I think this one's you. So I got the Luigi headband! So they had a Mario one, they had Yoshi ones, they had different Yoshi ones. So they had one that had like 3 little Yoshis walking across it. There was one that had like a single Yoshi on it. There was a 2 Bomb ones, like a banana ones, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong ones. They had so many options of these. And I eventually decided on the Luigi, because he's so cute! Like, come on, look at the boy! He's also got a little bit of a little something to work with there. Representing the best brother, Rai, my savior. He's just so slay. Need to wear that during the next Galaxy stream. I can wear it. You guys just won't see it. It'd be funny if my VTube studio tried to like think this was a face. But yeah. Me need to run to the house to go eat. Feed yourself. But yeah, he's a good boy. Well, no, he's there in spirit. I don't normally love headbands. I don't normally like headbands because they give me headaches. But these are not too bad because they're very soft and they don't like grip. They have a little give to them. Goose, you're on a 3-stream streak. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Luigi. So I'm very happy I got this one. They had lots of options for headbands. I ended up picking him. I probably, if I were to go and get another one, although I probably would just keep this one, I'd probably get the Bob-ombs one. And for the last thing that I bought there, I want the headband that has Diddy and DK in the barrels. That was the other one that I also kind of liked. The last thing I got was a little bit different for me and a little extra. I mean, I like these kind of things. But being there made me realize how much I wanted it more. So I managed to get the Epic Universe Celestial Park vinyl. And like, judge me if you will, getting a theme park vinyl sounds a little strange, at least, I should say at least from my perspective, because I've never really thought about it before. Yeah, I wanted Celeste's hometown music so bad. I was there, and I realized how good it was. How good the music was. And I was like, I would love to have this, because I have a vinyl player. I will play, like, vinyls and CDs, like, when I'm doing cleaning. I was like, I would love this to be my fun background stuff. The OST is gorgeous, and it's got the song I didn't get to hear, which is the Stardust Racers Night theme, which I really wanted to hear. I do have a vinyl player. I wish I had a nicer one, but I do have one. There are theme park vinyls, apparently. They had one also for Isle of Berk, you know, and How to Train Your Dragon, and I believe Dark Universe? But Nintendo, I wish Nintendo World did, because oh my gosh. I don't think Harry Potter did. That vinyl include the Gusty Garden Galaxy song. I don't think it does. I don't think it has anything from the Mario world. No, I think it, well, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. It's got like all the stuff from like the different, it's got all the stuff from like, they have the day and the night themes, so there's the Apollo album, which is, I guess, stuff that plays during the day, and then when it turns night, things swap to the nighttime themes. So this was $65. And I'm not gonna put it up here because it's a lot. But that's actually everything I got. I wanted to get much more. So that's both day and night. Yes, yeah, so it's got both day and night, so it's got, like, for example, Stardust Racers day and night theme. It's got both of them. I prefer the night theme. But I didn't get to ride it. And I know it sounds crazy, like, how would I know it? Somebody ripped the vinyl online, and I listened to a couple songs. Oh, you could get day and night specific for $40. Interesting! So yeah, then I got both. But it was amazing. I loved it. So, now it's story time. And I have my little fidget buddy for my story time. So, I get up at, 5 a.m. And my alarm kind of went off, and I knew that I wanted to go back to sleep. But I actually had trouble falling asleep. I did have some trouble falling asleep, and I haven't had that in a long time. Like, I've had nights where just I randomly had some insomnia. Maybe I drank too much caffeine too late in the day, whatever. And I don't really drink a lot of caffeine anyways. Anything could have happened. But I knew it was because I was excited. And I woke up at like 5 a.m. and my face was still red. For those who were in the stream the night before, I over exfoliated my face this week. And so it was really red. And I was gonna guess probably the excitement for Friday. Yeah, I slept perfectly fine last night. I just got back late. But the night before, of course, I was excited. So I could not sleep. But I woke up at 5. And I was like, okay, I should put on... I didn't want to do too much makeup, but I have a primer that's got green in it. So it'll, like, pull the redness out of my face. So I was like, it's fine. I have some temporary tattoo glitter freckles. I wasn't going to do all across freckles. I just cut pieces to do, like, the highlights of your cheeks kind of thing, like up here. Wait, I'm going to use Luigi as my example for my makeup. So, basically... I did, like, freckle highlights right here of, like, sparkle stars, and then I put glitter on me, and then I did my sunscreen, of course. I didn't do any lip color. I just used, like, a really good lip cream to keep my lips good. I did do some under eye coloring because I had well, not terrible, but I was very tired. So I was like, let's just use an under eye corrector. And then I did a little mascara because I wanted to touch up. So that was that. I headed out the door. I get to basically my coworkers and I said, let's all meet at our office because they don't care if we park overnight. Like, we were just gonna be there all day anyways. So we parked there, we all met there, and then I guess I'll just make up names. So, the girl who drove us, we'll call her Tay. And then, the other girl that met with us, we'll call her Lauren, I guess? So, Tay and Lauren, whatever. And then me. So, I got there first, which I was really impressed by, because I'm always the late one. So, I have a code to get into the office, so I basically snuck in to use the bathroom, because I got there. Basically, we were meeting at Talo. We were meeting at 6:30. We wanted to be, like, leaving at 6:30. Even though we didn't have early park admission, I knew we could go in. So, I went in, I grabbed us 3 water bottles. We had some emergencies at work, so I grabbed those because we'd be around a lot of people, children that might be sick because they didn't want to cancel their trip. So we all took a emergency, which is just like a vitamin C, zinc, you know, mix it in your drink, tastes good kind of thing. He's on lunch day and night. And we went on our way. It was funny because Tay was recording. She was like kind of trying, because she does some social media on her own too, like TikTok. So she was like documenting our trip or whatever. The drive was give or take. There was a little traffic, which we knew would happen. It was about a couple hours. We got there just a little bit after 8:30. And we did leave just about at 6:30, 6:40. Everyone used the bathroom on our way, and then I tried to take a nap. I couldn't sleep. They thought I slept, and I didn't want to make them feel bad, so I didn't say that I didn't sleep. But I did basically have my eyes closed the whole time, because I was really tired. I was like, at least I can rest my eyes. So they were just yapping up front. I took the back explicitly for that reason. And then we pulled up. I didn't realize that the company paid for parking as well, because I was going to help cover that. But they were like, no, the boss is paid for parking. I was like, yippee. So, it was funny though. So, maybe about 30 minutes before we got there, I basically just opened my eyes. They're like, oh, how was your nap? But I didn't want to say anything. So I was like, oh, it was good. And as we were getting there, there was a billboard that had Mario Kart on it. It's basically advertising. And then Lauren was like, oh, right, look, it's Mario. And I didn't mean for this to happen, but I genuinely said, oh my gosh, it's Mario! Like, with full heart behind it. And they were dying laughing at me. Like, in a good way, like it was a friendly thing, but they were dying. It was really funny. I wish I was awake at that time because I'd just fly you guys into the park to avoid paying. Oh, I wish. Super fucking Mario! And then when we were getting there, then we started seeing the resort buses. And it was fun too because we saw like the Disney ear electrical poles, which were fun. You know, we were just getting all excited. And we saw the buses that were taking people from different resorts to the parks, and I saw one that had Mario on it, and I said, the Mario bus! Let me see, I actually might have a picture of it. I sent all of my pictures to Sunday, so I could look and see which one had, of course, our faces in it to be respectful, but then, because Sunday is fine with that. Let's see, where's the bus? No, don't play it, okay. There's a little bus screenshot. I'm just gonna put this in the Discord. I'm sorry, guys. Or no, I could probably pull it up. Nah. I'm gonna pull it up. I'll be respectful. Be respectful of your guys' time, too. Hold on. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and add an image. And it's gonna be the bus. I took a video of it and I was like, look at the bus! There we go. I just had to cut out a little bit. So that was the bus that had Mario on it. Right there. That was the Mario bus. Which was cool. And then we get to the park. The little this thing. This is my Rin! Kagamina Rin! I got this from the bowling round 1. It was a mystery coaster. I love it. So we saw the Mario bus. That was cool. And we, I know, the bow was kind of hidden. And they're twins, you know? We get there, and then we just start, like, inhaling sunscreen. Like, we just sunscreened everything. I had scalp sunscreen. We had like facial sunscreens. Lauren brought a backpack, like not a huge one, but like a backpack. You know, maybe a little bigger than like a Loungefly bag. And the handsome god, hi! Hello! Yeah, the sun is a deadly laser. Yeah, so we loaded up. I had my powder sunscreen, and I will admit, I was not the best about reapplying. But as far as I can tell, I did not burn. I was good about reapplying my face, but I didn't do much on anything else. So, we get there, and I was like, okay, so I don't know how far we can get not being early access, or early park admission, but it was fine. So we start walking up, we're taking pictures, we're seeing all the goodies, we hit the bathroom real quick, we go through security, have no issues, scan our badges, and we walk in and I said, guys, can we hit the store real quick, because I gotta see if they have the golden Mario band, and sure enough they did. It was on display, you just had to ask for it. So that was really cool, and I was really happy about that, and that's when I decided to swap to this. So then we found where general admission, like non-early park admission, can go. Because you can't pay for, well, you kind of can pay for it. You can't really pay for early park admission. You have to like have a hotel key. Like you have to basically be staying in a resort. I don't know if annual passes give you that. I don't know. But there was a Starbucks in there, and my one, Tay was like, yo, can we go get Starbucks? And I was like, yeah, that's fine if you want some coffee. I won't, because I knew where we were going. In Nintendo World, do we see the toad that gives you the middle finger? No! We didn't get to see everything because there was... not upset, but upset. There were a lot of kids. So it was kind of hard to, like, get everything. But I was like, it's fine. We'll just go... I'll just come back. But I wanted to find the toad that gives you the middle finger. I just didn't. And I didn't look up where everything was because I wanted to find stuff kind of magically, too. I just knew that it existed. So the first thing we did was, I was like, let me look at the ride times, because early park admission was already in. And if we ever get to go together, I can show you where it's at. Please! Please, 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 please. I can actually do, like, hand gestures, which I normally can't do. So we decided, we were like, okay, all the rides have long lines, which we anticipated. So our goal was, unless the line, we had a ride we wanted to go on that had an abnormally short line, we were gonna go to the Cafe de Sirene, whatever. It's like in the Harry Potter world. In the Harry Potter world, it's the cafe, and they do breakfast. So I said, let's go there, get food in us, because none of us had eaten. Get a little food in us to get us going. And they had the butterbeer crepe. I didn't want a whole butterbeer crepe, because I knew I was about to take on that Bowser's Challenge. And I was like, no, I don't want a butterbeer crepe, but, like, a whole one. But nobody wanted to split one with me. Lauren said she would have a bite of mine, so I said, fine, we'll just go with that. So it was really funny, because we decided to walk over to the Harry Potter world first. And it was really pretty. It was really cool. It was really nice. You know, nothing crazy. There was just some cool stuff. And we go to the cafe. And I don't know if anybody here is a big Markiplier fan, but one thing that Markiplier did way back in, like, the early big video projects was a date with Markiplier. Which was like you were the first person choose your own adventure YouTube video, where you were on a date with Markiplier. And there was like an ongoing gag where Ethan and Tyler would like say bonjour, like whenever you'd walk up to something. So if I hear bonjour, I think of that. The thing is, in the Harry Potter world, because it was themed in France, everywhere except for the ride, everyone would say bonjour. And so we were getting welcomed in the cafe, and two people back to back said bonjour, and I was trying not to laugh, and I felt really bad because I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just smiling. I was like, oh, bonjour, you know, I was just being funny. But we went into the cafe first, which was great because there was only like a couple other tables there. And then it was quick service. I have not been to a park as an adult where I like actually got quick service. I didn't realize how quick service is. Why is Harry Potter World French themed? It's a painfully British show. I want to say it's like Fantastic Beasts. I watched Fantastic Beasts. I don't remember if it's in France. But the ride was British, which was interesting. And I remember someone saying, don't question the lore. So we walk in there. We do the quick service order where you scan the thing. The one guy was like, oh, sit wherever you want. And he's like, this area is prettier. And I was like, thank you. So we go and we walk in. That one might be... Oh, that one might be. I only saw the first movie. Yeah, like I think I saw the 2 of the Fantastic Beasts. I think there's 2. I don't know. And I enjoyed them. So Wizarding World of Paris. Let's go. The Wizarding World of the French. And we ordered the quick service, and it, like, on your phone, it'll say, oh, your order's ready. If you put in your table number, it should be on its way. I am not joking. It felt like 10 seconds after I placed the order, I got the notification. I'm like, there's no shot. And sure enough, it came. And I got a butterbeer crepe, and it came with a drink, so I got an unsweet tea. That butterbeer crepe with tax and everything was like $20.79 or something like that. What's up, Jared? But then you teleport through the Flu network to the British Ministry of Magic for the ride. See, that makes sense. Like, that lore-wise makes sense. Yeah, it was fun. So I had the butterbeer crepe. Oh, I do have a picture of it for anyone who wants to see that. It was very good. Hold on. Let me save this image to my computer. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, this is a big image. Probably have their popular items constantly ready to go and being cooked. Exactly, and like, I get it. It's quick service. The whole point is that it's supposed to be quick. It's like fast food on steroids. But oh my gosh, they weren't joking about the on steroids part. Why is this image so huge? My phone is not strong. It's an 11. It's an iPhone 11. It's not that strong. This picture shouldn't be this big. New Kamen Rider Zetsu episode tonight. Let's go. Here we go. So this was the crepe. And like, it was really good. It was a crepe. So, AI. I didn't know the crepe's not AI! Dang, that looks good. It was really good. And the whipped cream on it was butterbeer. Oh, I missed it. I was like, there's no way you said that, but I was like, wait a second. It was very good. It is a crepe, so if you're like used to pancake flavors, the crepe is not a pancake. I'm used to both, but like I remember as a kid, I didn't understand why the crepes didn't taste like pancakes. Oh, I was gonna be savory, but it was really good. And I grabbed the unsweet tea, iced tea because I knew that this would be very sweet, and it was very sweet. I finished mine, and I was like, oh. And then we were like, let's go to the bathroom. Crepes are more savory. You can have a savory crepe. And like you said, yeah, crepes can be a very, like, on their own, are much more, I almost would say, at least the crepes I've had, are very neutral, so you can go either way. I like to dress them up sweet, though. But it was really good. And then Tay, who got a whole crepe, she's like, you know, I maybe shouldn't have gotten a whole crepe. Because she got the butterbeer hot chocolate, too, and she's like, this is a lot of sugar. And I'm like, girl, I know. And then, Lauren got like a breakfast sandwich thing. It looked pretty good. And she had the lavender lemonade, too. But, yeah, it was really good. And we ended up, after that, we ran to the bathroom, and then I was like, hey, do you guys want to go try a ride? And Lauren's like, I can't do a ride if, like, in the next 30 minutes. My stomach's gotta settle. And I said, well, good news is the Harry Potter ride is at a 90-minute wait. Can you wait 90 minutes? And she was like, oh, yeah, then let's go do that. So we get in the Harry Potter ride. And there's a small portion of the line that's covered with fans, but it's not air-conditioned. And honestly, it wasn't bad. The line wasn't bad. It was, I mean, it definitely was a longer wait. But it was a good, like, design for the line and everything. I think I might have taken some photos, too. Let's see. I did take a forehead picture in the bathroom for some reason. Because I like to do that. Oh, no, all this stuff has, like, me and my coworkers in it. I'm not going to do that to them. But... it was a cool line. It was a cool queue, whatever you want to call it. It was about 90 minutes. Like, they were on the dot with the numbers. We get on the ride, and I was wearing the shirt that I got from the Bubbly campaign, the Mario Galaxy one, and the ride operator, there was two, but, like, the one that was, like, actually kind of chatting with us, she was really nice, and thank you, Sunny. I laughed at one of her jokes, and she's like, I'm glad somebody here has humor. And, you know, I was just playing along with that. And she was like, oh, I love your shirt. I had gotten so many compliments on my shirt. It was kind of crazy. But she was really funny, and then she did this to me. Like, she did the little heart, you know, the heart thing, which I can't do for some reason. It was really fun. She was really cool, and we were just yapping a minute. And that ride was really fun. The motion was kind of intense, I'm not gonna lie. But oh my gosh, the animatronics on the Harry Potter ride were amazing. And when we got off, we had immediately thought that ride was worth the wait. Would I want to wait that long again? No. Because now I already know what it is. I would probably wait as long as it's within an hour, which is very hard to get for that ride. But if I wanted to go again, I would do it that way. But it was really nice. So that ride was good. Then we decided, I was like, oh, I need to run to the bathroom again. Like, I was feeling kind of bloated. And TMI, whatever. I am a little lactose intolerant. Light things like whipped cream on top of something, or like a little creamer in my coffee, stuff like that, not too bad. But, like, I'm not drinking a cup of milk straight up, you know? So I got to, I was just feeling a little bloated and kind of, unfortunately, just kind of gassy with it. And I was like, I felt weird saying that, but I could, you know, whatever, I could TMI with you guys. Couldn't get on some of the rides since I'm a little tall. No! We did, bathrooms at Epic Universe, they all have different scents pumped into them, which doesn't mean much once the park has been open for like half an hour! For obvious reasons, true. So after that, I went to the bathroom. You're not alone since Shimon is also lactose intolerant and allergic to honey. The anti-vegetarian! But it's like not a big deal. I've just always kind of dealt with it. But I didn't even think about it until later on in the day when I realized that the night before the park, I had a very butter and cheese heavy pasta. It wasn't like Alfredo, but basically it was one of my meal kits, and it was a vegetarian because I was like, oh, I don't want to do the red meat dish because that'll be inflammatory, especially since my face was acting up. So it was this like truffle, like big thing of butter and cheese and cream and like all this stuff. And then I didn't even think about that till later in the day. I like doubled up with the crepe. And then I said, we were talking about it, we're like, what should we do next? And I said, well, one of my friends really recommended the Dark Universe ride, which was like a walk-on. But then we decided, maybe we'll wait till later in the day because it was supposed to rain, and that's like an indoor line. So we said, frick it on that. So we decided to go to Nintendo World. And we walked over, you know, kind of had a good time. We looked at Stardust Racers. We were getting excited. We get over to Nintendo World. And I feel like we did something in between there, but my brain is starting to blend some of like the timings of memories. Because we went around a little bit in Nintendo World, got some collectibles. I had my fun little magical moment. Oh, now I remember. Sorry. Now I remember. There was something I did miss. Before we left Harry Potter World, because we looked around a little bit, we went to a butterbeer crate. You know, like the stand. I didn't want any butterbeer. Even though they have the dairy-free, I was like, no, I need water. Because that 90 minutes, I didn't really have water. So I went up there. They have like Gilly waters, but it's just water bottles. I went up there and my two friends got like a frozen butterbeer and a regular butterbeer, and then I said, oh, I'm gonna do a water, and the guy was so nice. He like put it up there, and then Lauren paid, and he's like, cool, you're good. And I was like, oh wait, did she pay for mine? I'm sorry, I was like, oh, I'll pay for it. And he was like, no, you're good. I was like, what? And he's like, take it and get out. And I was like, okay, like in a nice way. He didn't say that. So I got a free water bottle, which at theme parks that's like $6. So that was really cool. So I got a free water. I downed that water. So we get to Nintendo World. Then we eventually, after we explored a little bit, did a bathroom break. That was so nice. I don't know if he could tell I looked like dead and dehydrated, but that was nice. And then we had done a bunch of Nintendo World wandering. We got one of the keys, and it accidentally doubled up and gave me 2, which was cool. And, you know, we just explored a bit, and then we decided to use the bathroom, and I said, we have to see the bathroom in Nintendo World. And this was just, like, you know, we drank a lot of water. So, we go, and, the aesthetic of the bathroom was amazing. Somebody actually uploaded the song. Let's see. I don't know how these people are, like, ripping the music, but somebody did manage to rip the music. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna post this. Yeah, it's this one. The bathrooms are so pretty! Why is this such, like, a long link? Ow. I don't want, like, a stupid long line. Whatever, just take it. I don't care. There you go. So that's the song that was playing in the bathroom, which was great. But that's gonna be relevant later. My favorites are the Celestial Park ones that are quiet and out of the way, and the Darkmoor one with the funny bench outside. The bench like an outline of a guy who got exploded. I didn't actually get to see the Dark Universe bathrooms. So we ended up... We used that bathroom, and then I was like, guys, we gotta go to... Because it was like noon at this point, a little afternoon. I said, can we go to the Toadstool Cafe? I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the challenge. I'm gonna tell you guys how much I spent at Toadstool Cafe. But... we get in line. It was a little wait. Which was fine. You know, it happens. But the nice thing is you could get your order ready and place it, and then when you get to the table, you can scan the table number, and then you just, like, it sends it in. So you can have everything done and ready while you're in line, which was nice on your end. So we didn't wait too long. I placed my order, so what I got Because I heard that the Toad's garlic knots were good. So I got those with, they had like a marinara dipping. I got the Piranha Plant Caprese salad. I got the mushroom soup. I got the Bowser's Fireball. I got the specialty soda boba drink they had. So I got that. Just got back, had to hop off my PC, but I want to say I hope you have a great rest of your stream. Take care. Super happy for you being able to enjoy the amazing park experience. Hope you rest well and have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Schwan. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, too. What did I... Oh, sorry. The Bowser's Fireball, the soda, and then the Peaches cake. And that's also where I bought this, which this was like $33 or whatever, $33.99. So for everything I ordered food-wise, and I got some of the stuff to share, but like everything I ordered food-wise was about $130 something. Which sounds like a lot, and it is kind of a lot, but I ordered a shiz ton of food. So I heard the garlic knots were peak. I will admit they were good, but not like I'm going out of my way to get them again. If somebody gets them, I will have one. But out of everything, I was like, they're alright. So, wasn't sold on the garlic knots, but that was okay. Like, they were fine. The caprese salad was good. I don't think I would go out of my way to necessarily get it again. But if somebody ordered it, I would have a couple pieces of it. So that was fine. That one was fine. I mean, the fruit and everything, like everything, the veggie, fruit, whatever, everything on it was fresh and good. But I had so much food, so I probably shouldn't have done that. The mushroom soup, I believe, was vegan. And it was very good. It was like a cream of mushroom soup. Very plain, normal, but it was very, very nice. I liked it a lot. The Bowser's Fireball Challenge is a 1 pound meatball with provolone, marinara sauce, and an extra side of hot sauce, and it's supposed to be spicy. I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, because I had eaten a good chunk of stuff. I ate soup, I ate some salad, I ate some garlic knots, and I was about to demolish this. My coworkers got the Luigi burger and the whatchamacallit, the kids meal, the burger. So I have a photo of all of the food, but I need to like draw one of my coworkers' faces out. So hold on, let me just save this and do a little doodling. I would die. So I managed to eat the whole thing. The whole freaking meatball. And I need to sneeze again. Hang on a second. Let me crop her face out real quick. And I'll just doodle her out too. Let me just do that real quick. Oh, let me make that a little bigger. Don't mind me, I'm just doodling real quick. Thank you! Do try not to dox yourself. Don't worry! Don't worry, I'm good at this. I'm good at not doxing myself. I doodle. I know how to doodle people out. Never know. Never know they existed, based on how good my doodling skills are. Perfect. You never even know. Okay. Let's see. Properties. Pull up the picture. All good. Take your time. Alright, now that I got her doodled out. Oop. Perfect. Okay. So this was the food. I had to write a message and I needed water. No, you're good. Hydrate. So this is what we had gotten. So you can see the... It's hard for me to point because this is kind of mirrored. So this is the meatball. This is the peaches cake, which is bigger than you think. Down here is the... Oh, I could use the hydrate. Thank you. You guys can watch me do it. Thank you. This is the specialty soda with boba, which was very good. That's the soup right there, which is like more inward from where I'm pointing. This was the kids meal that my coworker got. And then like you can kind of see next to the cake, there's the garlic knots, and then all the way next to the blue is the Luigi burger. And then in the middle is the caprese, piranha plant caprese salad. That cake looks way bigger than the cake is huge! That cake reminds me of Kevin Ryder Kev. It was so cool though. It was so cool. The meatball, I mean, it's not as big as you think, but you also have to consider that is, like, it's not hollow. It's all meat inside. I do have a better picture of the meatball. That cake is not a lie. Hold on, I have a better picture of the meatball. Ah, you and me both, Sonny. Alright, boop. It was not lying, that's what I'm saying. Let's see. No one's in this one, perfect. So this is the meatball, which the Bowser pastry did not look as defined as some people's, and that just happens. So it's like a puff pastry. The hot sauce is kind of like a Frank's Red Hot. The marinara had mushrooms, was a little spicy, and underneath the plate was Bowser's face, and then it's a pound of meatball. And I will say the meatball was more like a meatloaf. Like, it was not dry in the middle. It was really good. Like, I would order that meatball again. And in terms of spice, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Like, I basically, it cleared my nose. And then eventually I added the hot sauce like halfway through. And that kind of started to make my nose run a little bit, but it was fine. And to prove that I finished the challenge, ignore the messiness here. To prove that I finished my darn challenge, I took a picture of my plate when I was done. And sorry, it's a mess. It was a long day. And look, my drink at the top there, is it wasn't done. I didn't drink it all. It had some spice. If you don't like spice at all, just don't worry about it. Don't get it. But if you don't mind some spice and you can handle a little kick, then go for it. It's really not that bad. The cake was great. It had like the peaches note on it too. Let me download that. Properties. Pull up of this. Get the cake. Nobody's in that. Perfect. What's the point of a meal challenge if it's not a mess? Exactly. That was the cake. We did not manage to finish the cake. And we tried.
I'm back in the fucking building again!
So this was the cake. It was really cute. And it was a lot of like whipped cream topping. Like it was a whipped topping. So it was very light and very good. We just couldn't finish it. We got like, you need to split that. If you eat a meal, you gotta split that with 4 people at least. Yeah. It was a lot. We got through about 2/3 of it. And I really tried, but I had already eaten a meatball. But it was very good. The cake was actually very good. It's adorable. It was really good. So that was food. So after we ate, I was like, alright, let's do a little exploring. So we decided to actually go on Yoshi's ride. Even though it was a long wait, it was like 45 to 50 minutes. I think it was 50. Was the note edible? The note was edible, but it was like that standard kind of shortbread that's not really intended to be like, you're not winning any awards with it. It's a very basic shortbread that's purely just for the sake of getting printed on. So I had like half of it and I was like, it's really an aesthetic thing. The butterbeer crepe had one on it too, and it's the same stuff. So we went in line for Yoshi ride. A little bit of that was outside too. That was the kiddie ride, like that's the kiddie ride. And oh my gosh, the children. There were so many children. And I wasn't really mad, like, I get it. You know, it's like, you're in Nintendo World, you don't expect kids to be there, like, come on. We did also, we waited in line for that, we rode that, which was fun, we got the golden egg. It was funny, but Tay didn't actually get the golden egg because she couldn't find one of the eggs, and I looked at her and said, this is a ride designed for, like, toddlers. What do you mean you couldn't find the blue egg? What do you mean you didn't know where it was? I was like, the stork was carrying it. It was really funny. But it was a fun ride. And then after that, I was like, okay, let's explore a little. We tried to do the, by the way, the Piranha Plant key minigame. The one that's like the Piranha Plant that you gotta turn off all the alarm clocks is hard. We had 3 of us and we couldn't do it. And maybe there's like a trick that we just didn't figure out because we only tried it twice. But it was not easy. Expect kids in the Capcom world, lol, in a haunted house. Yes, I think I heard maybe 1 or 2 groups. We couldn't do it with 4 people. It was hard, and I've learned that there's different difficulties for each challenge, and I'm wondering if we just were getting the hard challenge. Because in the key, there's like another one where the key coin blows up and you have to run around the room and like tap the coins to get the key pieces back, and then you gotta put it back together. That one has 2 modes, and they say you get 2 tries. You get one that's harder and one that's easier. And I'm wondering if you scan your same power-up band, maybe you're supposed to be able to do it twice and then it gets easier, but because we didn't do it twice in a row, we couldn't do it. They gave us the easiest difficulty after we asked, and we still couldn't do it. That was hard! The other ones were easy, like the Goomba one where you spin the crank and knock the Goomba back. That one was easy. But it was very busy in that park, so it was really hard to do everything we wanted to do. But it was fine. Like, I wasn't upset. I didn't get to meet Luigi, Mario, and Peach. We were just... Our timing just didn't work out, which was fine. More reason to come back later. I might try to go in September or something. I don't know. I really want to go again. And I'd like to go on like a random Tuesday when there's no holiday around, because there is a holiday in September, and see if I can get away with like less kids in the park. It's still a new park, so I'm totally, I understand. You can't control that children want to come to a park designed for everybody. But there were a lot of kids, so we didn't get to do everything we quite wanted to do. Then I went to the bathroom one more time, because I was like, I just was bloated and like gassy, and I was like, gosh, this is not fun. And I wasn't like that upset about it. And besides, every time I went to the bathroom, I just touched up my powder sunscreen anyways on my face. I was like, whatever. So I got very used to the Nintendo bathroom, because there was one. And then I get onto we decide that we check out Donkey Kong's world. Fair enough, that's how I was going to the Busch Gardens water park. Oh, I love Busch Gardens. We checked out Donkey Kong area. It's pretty fun. You know, lots of little collectibles, nothing crazy. The Donkey Kong ride, we decided, we were like, let's try and get on it. It was a 90-minute wait, but we said, let's go in the single riders line. We don't care if we get split up. It was open. And sure enough, the only thing is when you go in the single riders line, you don't get to see the whole pretty line. But we were okay with that. We were like, yeah, we did our 90-minute waiting earlier. It was about, in the single rider line, it was about half the time. It was about 45 minutes. Fun cake lore. I'm originally from Virginia, the home of Busch Gardens. Oh, really? Oh, we have a Busch Gardens here, too. That's interesting. We ended up, we waited about 45 minutes. We just played, like, games in line. Like, we weren't really using our phones much, minus taking some pictures and video. And checking the app for, like, ride times. So I get put on, you know, a cart with some strangers. You get to hang out in the line until you get pulled. So I went first, then Lauren, then Tay. Could have played hand games. Really, with Busch Gardens Halloween Horror Nights too? Yeah! Although ours is called Hollow Scream. I love Busch Gardens over there. I miss the Big Bad Wolf so much. I still have a teddy bear from that ride. Aww. The minecart ride? I'm so torn, because I think the minecart ride was my favorite. Like, it was just really... It was like a perfect mix of like not too difficult. I was next to someone that was a little larger, so I was trying not to bump elbows with him. But that ride jolts you around back and forth. I felt bad because I kept, like, not, like, hard, but I kept, like, bumping him a little bit. I'm like, I'm sorry. But we all rode it. That one was really fun. The little drops were really good. The effect was really cool because it really does feel like you're about to, like, fall off the track. I love how janky it is. I really do. I agree. It's a really good coaster. It's probably up there as one of my top rides, but I'm just having a hard time picking a favorite. And then after that, we decided, okay, let's go. It looked like it was gonna rain soon, and that's kind of also why we wanted to hop on that one. And then we thought, oh, it's gonna rain. Let's go do Stardust Racers because it's a 10-minute wait. I usually call it Halloween Horror Night. The one in Virginia is in Williamsburg. That's cool. I didn't know there was more. That's so cool. We ended up, then we decided to do Stardust Racers. So we go out, we hop on Stardust Racers, and I started to get really scared because I hadn't been on, like, a scary coaster in a while. I think the last time I was on a coaster, like a proper coaster, because I will say Donkey Kong's is really fun, but it's still kind of like baby's first coaster. It's not that bad. You know, Stardust Racers goes upside down. Like, it twists and turns and has lots of drops, so I was a little scared. And I was starting to show. Oh my gosh, that ride was fun, but I was screaming so much that I couldn't hear the song. Stardust Racers, like the cars racing ride at Disneyland? I don't think so. But I've never been to Disneyland. I've only been to Disney World. Basically, it's a roller coaster, and it's two coasters that go at the same time and race. The thing is, they're racing each other. I don't know if they actually, like, there's any competitiveness to it. But basically, you start, you go off, and then you go into a tunnel. And you think you're going fast, but then all of the, like, motors kick up and you go even faster. And it just sends you. Oh, it was really good, but really scary. I was actually kind of scared by the end of it. And we got off. It was good. It was one of those rides you go through a metal detector, like you can't have anything in your pockets kind of ride. They won't even let you have the power-up bands on. You can have a watch, but not a power-up band. And yeah, that was fun. Stardust is insane. It was insane. I very much liked it, but it scared me. I wanted to go again at night though, because I wanted to hear the night theme. But just timing didn't work out. So after that, oh, I forgot to mention, after Donkey Kong, I tried to go to the bathroom because I started to feel like I had to go. And I couldn't go. And then after Stardust Racers, I think it scared the crap out of me. So I ended up going to the bathroom right outside of it. And, yeah, I am a coaster fiend and it scares me. Even after my 10th ride, it really does. Like, you really just feel, like, weirdly weightless in it. So yeah, I ended up going to the bathroom. I managed to go. But, like, I didn't feel like I was better yet. So my stomach was not feeling good. But I was okay. Like, it wasn't the ride. It was that I had eaten a lot of dairy. So then we decided to go back into Nintendo World, and that's when it started drizzling. Because I noticed that the Mario Kart wait time was 45 minutes. Which, if you've been there or have looked at the ride times, that is very short for that ride. So I said, we gotta go. So we start going, and it starts to drizzle. And I'm like, we gotta go before it rains, because everyone's gonna run there, because it's an indoor ride. And it started pouring. And I said, are you guys good with getting there? And they said, let's do it. So we're, like, making our way through the people in the covered areas. We get into the Mario Kart ride. It almost felt like a walk-on. Like, I don't think it was 45 minutes. I think it was more like 30. And we did the Mario Kart ride, and that was really fun. And we beat Bowser, which apparently not everyone does, because the people behind us didn't. So that was cool. And then we get out, and I wanted to do some shopping, but everyone was crowding that store because of the rain. It was pouring. And immediately my stomach felt unwell. And I said, guys, I said, guys, I have to go to the bathroom again. And I was like, I am so sorry. And they're like, it's okay, it's okay. And I walked through the pouring rain, no umbrella, no poncho, you know, just raw dog the rain. And walked to the bathroom. And I stayed in that bathroom for a minute. And I did manage to finally find relief. But that music that's in the Nintendo bathroom is now ingrained in my head as suffering. It was the Bowser's Revenge for winning the Meatball Challenge. You know, it's funny, because, like, I was like, I don't even think that was it. It took 15 minutes to get to the ride, so the wait time went down to 30. True! I suffered in that bathroom. I just think it was my lactose intolerance. Like, I think I really just overdid it. It was a good way to get out of the rain, because people weren't really going in the bathroom. They were in the areas that were covered. But it was nice, because it was like, they eventually, my coworkers were like, okay, we're coming down to the bathroom too. Not for me, they just had to also go. But yeah, it was definitely one of those, I'm suffering and fighting for my life, and I have the most calm, beautiful Nintendo underwater music to deal with. But after that, I felt good. I was like, I think I'm fine now. And I didn't have to go again. Like, I went, like, pee. But, like, I didn't have to really go again the rest of the night. So, that was good. I finally found my relief. And it wasn't, like, miserable, but it was just always there. And that's when we went shopping, and I got, like, him, and I got, well, she got me this as a gift, and then I got the pin. Like, we did all our shopping there. And then the rain let up. And we were like, cool. We have a little bit of time left before our reservations. So we actually had reservations for the Atlantic, which is this fancier sit-down restaurant in the park. So we had reservations for 7:30, and it was about 7 o'clock. Imagine they make a water park based off of Sora's Domain or Mario Sunshine. I freaking wish. On our way out of Nintendo World, though, we did peek in the one room. Not the room. There's a store right outside of Nintendo World that actually has, like, mosaics, and it's got Zelda! Like Zelda, Link, Ganondorf, and the tile on the floor is Zelda themed. So I thought that was really cool. There was also a shirt I wanted to get. I just didn't end up getting it. So we decided, okay, we have time, and Monsters Unchained was 10 minutes of wait, like a 10-minute wait. And I was like, let's do that, and then go to our reservation. So I went to Monsters Unchained. We liked the area, and it was really cool because it was still cloudy and overcast, so it actually fit the Dark Universe really well. So we ended up getting there, walked through the ride queue, really wasn't long. And that ride was really fun! Nintendo World needs something to help with the heat, and the only water ride at Epic is hilariously bad. It's true. Honestly, we were okay. I didn't wear a tank top though, so my coworkers were, and we had to like reapply their shoulders a lot. We actually did okay because it was on and off, a little more overcast as the day went on, and I was sauna training. But I get why they like it so bright, but it is really warm because of it. I was fine though. I think our weather was really good for it. And the rain kind of helped cool things off a little bit too, and then it brought the cloud cover. So we went to Dark Universe, we walked into the Monsters Unchained. That ride was really fun. It was like the Harry Potter ride in the sense of like, it's a dark ride that you're kind of sitting with like a group of people, but you can't have a bag on it because you're still like over the shoulder locked in. And it was really cool. It was just like really good animatronics. Which ride was your favorite? I was torn. I think ultimately I want to say the Donkey Kong Minecart probably was my actual favorite. But in terms of dark rides, I think the Monsters Unchained was probably the best in terms of like the presentation. The Harry Potter ride was really good too though. So like, I'm just so torn. I think the Donkey Kong Minecart one won though. Every ride had its own perk to it. And Stardust Racers was really good. It's just scary. It's a scary ride. So we do Monsters Unchained. That was great. We left Dark Universe and then we made it to our reservation. We were a couple minutes behind because we ended up accidentally taking the long way. Doesn't Universal also have Marvel? Originally? Question mark? Because there is like a Spider-Man ride, but Disney owns Marvel now, doesn't it? They still have it? Oh, okay, I didn't know if they still had it or not. So we walked to our reservation. The Atlantic was gorgeous. Metroid Space themed coaster. Oh, that would be so cool, like on our ship. Like, kind of like Star Wars rides do normally. Ridley chasing you. Universal has the Marvel theme park right east of the Mississippi River. Interesting. I didn't know that. We did, the Atlantic was super nice. So it was like, you know, honestly, prices were about what you'd expect. It is a nicer sit-down restaurant. I had one cocktail because at that point I felt better. And I had their tuna tartare, which was an appetizer, but I was like, oh, that sounds good. I'll have that as the meal. And it was really good. It was so good. And like, no, it wasn't cheap for an alcoholic drink, and my tuna tartare plus tip came out to about $50. But like, it was really good, and we actually got to see it go from day to night because it was 7:30. The funny thing is Sony owns all the Spider-Man, and still the only reason Disney can use Tom Holland is due to a deal. We love Tom Holland in this house. No, we ended up, the Atlantic was really insanely good. My coworker, Lauren, she got the shrimp pasta. I think they make the pasta in-house. I tried one noodle, because I was like, there's a little dairy on that, and I'm already suffering enough. But I tried one noodle. It was very good. The tuna tartare was amazing. The drink was really good. I got the Florida Sand Dollar. They do, okay, yeah, because it tasted homemade. It was good. And then Tay got the seared scallops. We wanted to get dessert, but we were really full. And the guy was so nice. The service was like slower. And after doing like quick service, you know, for the last couple of things, it was a little strange to like be like, oh yeah, we have to wait for the food. But it was fine because we got to see the sun go down. And before the sun could even hit our eyes, they pulled the blinds down because the sun was like beaming through the window. It was gorgeous. They had like these fish, these like glass mosaic-y fish, like with like gears and stuff in them, like quote unquote swimming. They were just like cycling around the ceiling. It was beautiful. And we got to see the park light up from the windows. It was so gorgeous. Let me see if I have a picture, because I think I took pictures of that. I took pictures of... Oh, and after it poured, there was a really bright rainbow too. And I was like, just in time for Pride Month. Let's freaking go. That was my drink. Okay, so yeah. So here, my view was a little better. I held my phone a little low, but like, you don't see that fence in the way as much as it is in the way in my picture. Such a good experience. It sounds amazing. It was really amazing. Let me get the... Here it is. So this was kind of when the sun was going down. Like, the sun had already kind of gone down and they lifted the blinds back up. So that was the... It's hard to kind of see, but in the middle, there's, like, the Helios Hotel, which is way in the back, and then there's, like, this blue dome thing you can kind of see. That was the Constellation Carousel. And there was, like, it was a fountain outside. It was just so pretty. Oh my gosh. And this was during the day, and the sunset and everything. And I was like, okay, this is really nice, this is really nice. I think I got photos as it started getting darker. No, not dark enough. I did get some video. Oh, I got this. Yeah, here, I'll just blur out this other random family's faces, just to be respectful. Let's see, edit. Markup. We're just gonna like scribble out these people's faces, don't mind me. Just to be kind, you know. Perfect, perfect. Get those pride out here. Oh my gosh, on our way in too, when we were coming up on parking, there was the most confusing set of like bumper stickers. They had a bisexual flag, like pride flag. But then they had like a ton of like random bumper stickers that just didn't seem to mesh. I was like, I don't know if there's an intention behind this. This is it? Yeah, okay. Cool. So this is when it started to get darker. And you guys can kind of see like the fish that are kind of on the ceiling there. Those moved around. And you can see in the back, I don't have like a way to like point it out, but like outside the window, you can see the like... Thanks, Sunny. You can see the tower. That's where you walk in. And it was, like, spinning. It looked so gorgeous. Oh! But yeah, Atlantic was very nice. Very, very nice. And then we left, and it was dark at that point. Thank you, Sunny. It was dark at that point, and the whole park lit up. Oh, here was the front of the Atlantic at night, and it was so pretty. Haboop. Like, come on. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh wait, I'm scrolling the wrong way. And then, of course, all these pictures are, like, blurry-ish. I'm just gonna scribble out any faces that are kind of able to be made out. But when we walked out... Oh wait, this one doesn't have... No, they'll do that one. As we walked out of the restaurant, I said, hey, can we stop by? I think I want to get the vinyl. And my coworkers were like, yeah, that's fine. The fish is gorgeous. Atlantic has the greatest fish dish I've ever had, and also the greatest vegan dish I've ever had. Oh, really? I've heard, okay, they do have a very expensive lobster roll, but I've heard it's very good. It's like almost $50, but it's like apparently just that good. This huge Miku Mac, but your actual mouse pad is a tiny one. I know. I got this one at AWA. It's a Lucid's VTubers. It's their girl crew. I'm just gonna scribble out a couple of faces on this. Alright, the marker is small. There we go. There we go. Be respectful. I saw a hand stream. What's up, Broken? This is the tower, and I know this image is very blurry and it sucks because my phone is old. So I'm sorry, but it's just gonna have to do. This is the tower. So we walked over to the store. I said, hey, can we walk to the store before we leave? And once we walked out of the store, because I got the vinyl, we ended up catching the fountain show. It like kind of just started-ish, and we all almost cried. And then after the show, like, it was because they changed the lights of like the whole park to match the fountain show, and it was just so good. And then this is us, you know, you have to leave through the gate, and we wanted to cry. We literally were like, that was literally epic. And then I slept on the way back and snored, and I was very tired. But I hope you're doing well, Broken. I'm sorry to say I actually just finished up my story and I was gonna wrap up. What's up, T-Lover? Same. I'm sorry. I actually am about to wrap up. This was just show and tell of all the stuff I got at, like, Epic Universe, and then, just stories of stuff that I did. Literally, yeah. And it was just, I want to go back. I didn't even get to go to Isle of Berk. I didn't even see the How to Train Your Dragon area at all. Like, in the distance, I saw, like, the big rocks. But, like, I never went in the portal. Thoughts on World Cup? I actually haven't watched any of the World Cup. I'm not a big, like, I'm not very sportsy. And we wanted to go really bad to Isle of Berk. It's just everything we wanted to do in terms of timing just didn't work out. But regardless, I mean, we had a good time. I'm just gonna have to go back, and I think next time I'll probably end up... Because I'm not a crazy Harry Potter fan. Exactly, there's more to do next time. I'm not a crazy Harry Potter fan. I have nothing necessarily against people who like it or anything. I'm just not like, eh. So I think next time I go, I'll probably end up skipping Harry Potter, doing more Nintendo World, of course, but then going to How to Train Your Dragon. Good. Honey, we have to go together so I can help you skip the lines, please. They were long. They were fine. Like, I don't think there was a single line we were in where we were like, this is miserable. Yoshi's was a bit long just for what it was, but like, what can you do? But yeah, so that's it. That's really all I wanted to share. So I am really tired still. So I'm probably going to wrap up here so I can make some dinner and maybe just take a nap. Or take a nap and then make dinner after. Whatever. But it was very good. So, I know this was just a yap stream. But I did stream today. I will be streaming tomorrow though. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. I feel I used to be a decently big Harry Potter fan, so I know a fair bit about it, but now I'm fairly about the series. Yeah, it's like, I wasn't even really a fan back then, like because the times when my mom would like put it on as a movie and stuff, I was still really into animated stuff. I didn't like seeing the real people thing. What's up, Rom? Welcome in! But it was really good. Regardless, I had a really good time. It's really hard to be into Harry Potter in the 2020s as a trans woman. Exactly, that's the other thing too. There's all of that to consider with it too. But honestly, it was cool that I could say I went. If I were to go back in there, it'd probably be for a butterbeer. How was your day? Mine was pretty good. I actually just was doing a little show and tell here because I did a stream with Solar earlier. So I'm actually wrapping up here in just a moment. I was just doing a lot of little bit of show and tell and a little bit of yapping. A lot of people coming when it's about to end. I know. I just, I'm just so much more exciting when I'm about to wrap up a stream, I guess. But I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably be doing either some Mario Galaxy or some Earthbound, one of the two. But feel free for anyone here who is not already, if you want to be, you can join the Discord. It's really chill. Of course, you'll find out when I'm going live, because I don't necessarily have a schedule. I just try to stream every day, and then whatever days I can't, I don't. But yes. Okay, when you're about to end, I know, I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! If I had more to yap about, I would. The Discord full of bees. There's not bees in the Discord. That I'm aware of. But I am just gonna raid the turtles, because I'm tired. So we're gonna raid turtles and chill. I will be live again tomorrow. But I wanted to thank you guys. I don't want to get stuck. There are no bees! Riley makes chicken nuggets. I found the channel, so I'm gonna tune in tomorrow. Heck yeah! Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. So, yes. There are a ton of bees. There's no bees! Tomorrow's Right of the Day is based off of bee. No, Cake King, you're not helping. No! You guys aren't helping. Well, anyways. Also, did you guys know, fun fact, I've learned that spiders have tails. Or can have tails, essentially. I thought it was a scorpion. It was a spider. Regardless, I don't like either. But that was fun. Not a tail in the way that actually means it's a tail. They can have these things called like spinellas or whatever. And apparently they can just be longer. And it's just something that comes out their butt. They're in the same family and I hate it. But I saw one this morning and I wanted to cry because I didn't know what it was. And I have to get rid of it. Like, I didn't know what it was. I thought it could kill me. I'm an arachnophobe, so I had to get rid of it. So yeah, fun fact. They're very long in Australia. I don't like that. I hate that. So anyways, we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna raid the titles. You might not like Kamen Rider Demons. I might not. If there are actual spiders in it, I might not be able to watch there. USA somehow won versus Paraguay? Really? You think it was like a rigged kind of win, or like an actual win that was just really good? Based on a spider, but he's red and blue. If he's just based on a spider, it doesn't look like one. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna do the raid thing, because... Alright, thank you, Sonny. USA got a new coach and people were surprised how the Americans won. Interesting! Oh. Maybe I'll tune in a little bit. I know, I keep seeing it on, like, my homepage. Like, it's just, like, a little widget. But anyways, I'm gonna end stream. Feel free to yap in the Discord. I will be in there as I doze in and out of a nap. But it's Turtles time. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Go raid the Turtles and have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!